Your mind is self-sabotaging you. Here's why. Let's say you went through something traumatic in your childhood or when you were growing up, or a bad relationship you went through. Now your mind takes a snapshot of the bad thoughts, the bad things that happened, those bad scenarios. It takes a snapshot, and this is what a memory is. Now your brain is conditioned to reimagine and rethink about that scenario, and goes back to that scenario and brings it back up, even in the most random times of your day. And you might think, well, why is it doing that? Why is my brain going back to that bad thing that happened 5 years ago and putting me in a bad mood? Usually you can think of something that happened that triggered it, some sort of trigger during your day, or something that you saw that reminded you of that person or that scenario that happened. Now, don't think of this as your brain trying to hurt you or damage you even more. It's trying to protect you. When you saw that thing that reminded you of that traumatic time in your life, your brain is trying to remind you what happened when you went down that path, why you shouldn't look at that, why you shouldn't be going down that road again. Because over the years of the human race, our brains have been molded to think about the dangerous things and have this survival instinct. One way that I've found really helped me is, firstly, understand and meditate on your old self. Figure out, why does this keep coming up? Why have I got this bad representation of this thing that happened to me 5 years ago? And keep doing that until you feel like you've gotten to a place where you understand why it's hurting you or why it's being a barrier in your progress. And reframe it to be a positive. Understand the positives that are in everything. Once you feel like you've gotten to a good position with that trauma that happened to you, now to get even further from that pain that used to hold you back, you can disassociate from it and figure out a way to become a different version of yourself. Because once you've disassociated and became a totally different person, you aren't that person that went through that thing. You are a new person that only thinks about the future, and your past doesn't matter anymore.